What up, Laker Nation? It's your boy DTLF back on another post-game recap as the Lakers defeat the Detroit Pistons 106-99. And holy cow, was that a block party? 20 blocks, 8 for AD, 6 for JaVale, and 5 for Dwight. My God, we got the best front court in the NBA, hands down, defensively and offensively. And, even though we struggle and we have a lot to work on, guys, I don't know what's going on with these slumps where we let teams back in the game. That's really becoming a huge concern. But I want to look at the positives, the blocks, man. 20 blocks, guys, from our front court. That's sensational. I mean, can we really complain about the interior defense? I think not. Now, prayers out to Avery Bradley, who went out with a sprained ankle. Hopefully he, recovers soon. We're going to need his perimeter defense again. Last time he was out, we really suffered. So hopefully he comes back soon to us. But I got to talk about the negatives as well, man. Kyle Kuzma, mentally checked out this game. I don't know if the trade rumors are affecting him or whatever, but no excuses, man. You got to do better than 4 points. Rondo, really, really bad. He continues to be bad, and I understand why you guys are displeased with him. I mean, he just, every time he's on the floor, he basically horrible for floor spacing, and we become stagnant. And he's turning the ball over at a high rate. So that's all bad. But Derrick Rose killed him, man. Svi Mykhailiuk, oh my God. Why, Magic? Why did you trade him? Reggie Bullock was a decent trade, but then again, it was only a 1-year rental. I would have much rather keep Svi Mykhailiuk. Man, we're really suffering in the young talent department. That's why I don't want to trade Kuz. I don't care if he had a bad game. That's not going to sway me in that direction. That's why I don't want to trade any of the young talent we have now. The Lakers have to do something about these slumps. We can't continue to develop horrible bad habits. We keep letting teams in, and every time LeBron or AD are off the court, we look clueless out there. We can't have that, man. We need a leader off the bench. Now, Dwight Howard, sensational. Alex Caruso was great as well. They really picked up the load, but we need consistent bench play from the other guys as well. Talon Horton-Tucker and Zach Norvell, I think it's time to give them a call. I think it's time to give them a look, and let's see how they can perform with some light minutes at first and so on and so forth. But we need some sort of an energetic infusion in the bench. Besides, obviously, Dwight and Caruso, we need other players to show up as well. Obviously, Kuzma had an off night. When he shows up, this one should have been a blowout. But the reason why we need some sort of an infusion off the bench, in my opinion, is because, LeBron and AD are doing some heavy lifting, man, and I'm scared of them getting an injury. I'm scared of Skip Bayless's words coming to fruition. We need to somehow bring their minutes down. But other than that, man, I'm very happy. Our defensive effort in the paint was sensational. I haven't seen these many blocks in a long time. Matter of fact, I don't think I've ever seen these many blocks ever. So it's just I love it, man. JaVale McGee, Dwight Howard, and Anthony Davis were obviously the players of the game, all three of them. So no, Zach Norvell's actually with the G League squad. We got him back. So he's with the South Bay Lakers. They could always give him the same contract, cut obviously anybody and then give him the contract for the two-way. But it was definitely a block party, and it was fun to watch. And those dunks, man, sometimes we look like Showtime. But like I said, the only thing we need to work on is the consistency offensively. Offensively, we go stagnant at times, but we're so good. And Stu Lance again touched on it at the end of the game. Maybe the Lakers are playing overconfident. Maybe they just they know how good they are. That they feel like they can catch up at any time. But that's how you develop bad habits. We can't have those in the playoffs. Because imagine you're in the playoff series, right? Round one. Let's say, or whatever round. Let's say you're going up against a dangerous team like the Denver Nuggets. And you have these habits with you, it's going to come back to bite you. You might lose a game or two. And instead of, sweeping or beating a team 4-1, now you have a 6 to 7 game series. That's the difference. In the playoffs, you got to try to limit as many 7-game series as possible if you're going to make a deep run into the playoffs, because you want to stay healthy and you want your guys to have all the energy and all that good stuff. So we have to come in we have to start developing a better and bigger killer mentality. But before I open up the phone lines tonight, guys, I want to head over to the comment section. I haven't forgot about you guys, the ones that don't have a phone or don't want to call. How you guys felt about the game? What are you guys thinking as far as blustering up the roster? Talk to me, Laker Nation. I want to know. He said, Headband Caruso's the GOAT. Yeah, man. He really played with a lot of confidence. He should keep that headband. Dan, what are the chances of getting Jeff Teague? I don't know. I've heard his name float around the rumor mill, but we have to look at the size of the contract and what you have to give up. Dan, Vogel needs to give Caruso all of Rondo's minutes. Now, we say that because Caruso had a great game, but what happens if the next game he doesn't show up, right? Are we still going to say that? we got to stay consistent as a fan base as well. And I wouldn't say give him all of Rondo's minutes, but like I said, I would love to see a call up and see some competition in the backcourt. Cheech, what's up, bro? Thank you so much. He said, when LeBron sits, team becomes G League. Sigh. Not just LeBron, Anthony Davis, man. All of a sudden, our defense in the paint starts collapsing and stuff. But Dwight Howard did a good job of putting a Band-Aid on that tonight when JaVale McGee and AD went to the bench. Dwight Howard picked up the load. I love what Dwight's doing, man. He's like an Energizer bunny, and he's just infusing us with all the hustle. And I mean, he's just great, man. Dan, talk about Rondo's horrible game. Most irritating game. Like I said in the pregame show, he has to go. Well, I mean, what would you do with Rondo? Because I understand that he's having a horrible slump, but I still believe in his veteran savvy and leadership for the playoffs. Now, let's say I was wrong and he really is done and he's going to continue playing like this through the playoffs. There's not much you can get in return for a veteran point guard like Rondo. Like, this is a new modern day NBA where you need shooting guards to stretch the floor. And he started off really hot, but for some reason after his injury, he has fallen off the face of the earth, both offensively and playmaking wise. So he has no trade value right now. You would have to cut him. And honestly, do I want to cut Rondo? I'm willing to bet more on Rondo than against him. You could sit him, though. That's a good option. If he's not playing well, Vogel has to hold players accountable. You can bench the man till he starts playing better or smarter or whatever. But, what are you going to get for Rajon Rondo in the market? I doubt there's many teams out there in the market for him, especially because he's a hothead as well. And, obviously the Lakers have kept everything with Rondo cool and collected, right? But his reputation still precedes him. Remember, last year he did punch Chris Paul. So, I mean, people around the league are going to look at Rondo and there's not much he can do for their team unless, they believe in him. They're an instant contender. Maybe a team like the Clippers would be interested, but you don't really want to make a trade versus a team like the Clippers so that Rondo can go and give the playbook to the opposition. So you really have to play your cards right. And same thing, if you cut him, you have to think of everything, all the possibilities. Rondo goes to the Clippers, and all of a sudden they know our plays and stuff like that. So, hey, Dan, what's the number to call? I'm going to give it to you guys momentarily, probably when we hit the 10 or 15-minute mark. But, yeah, the number is 951 area code, and it's 281-8013. So right before I open up the phone lines, I'm going to let the comment section comment first because, we have to get everybody involved. He said, Dan, you should put the number on the description. I should, huh? I should, shouldn't I? I'll be mentioning it right before I open it up again. It's going to be 951. Let me write it down. 281-8013. So just have your cell phones ready or whatever, man. And there it is. There it is. 951-8013. So Rondo has been terrible. I agree with you guys, man. And quite frankly, if he got traded, I'd be surprised because, like I said, I don't see a lot of trade value in Rajon Rondo as of right now. However, the league can be mysterious sometimes, and there can be some puzzling moves, around the NBA. So, yeah, Kuzma has been inconsistent. I will give you guys that. I blame a lot of it, based off of the, I blame a lot of that based on the injury early. But I will say this: to be fair to Kyle Kuzma, guys, we have to look at history. History hasn't been kind to the third star or the third player on a super team. Look, everybody's numbers takes a hit when you're the third star on a team with LeBron. Go back and look at the Miami Heat, right? Chris Bosh went from putting up superstars numbers. What was he averaging before he went to the Heat? To then, averaging under 20, and just his numbers taking a huge hit when he was with Dwayne Wade and LeBron. Same thing in Cleveland with Kevin Love. He went from averaging, 28, 15, on a non-playoff team to playing with a super star-studded team like, with LeBron and Kyrie and all these other good role players. Kevin Love numbers took a hit as well. And some might say he still hasn't recovered. So we have to be realistic, man. We're talking about a 24-year-old young player who's not proven in the playoffs yet and is dealing with an immense amount of pressure of playing limited minutes, coming off the bench, having to be that spark plug. And, when they put you in the game, then you got to perform. So we have to look at everything objectively. I know we are very impatient, but I would rather bet on Kuz and wait to see what he can do in the playoffs. Remember, we've never seen the kid in the playoffs. And to me, he's fearless. Now, right now, tonight was not a good example of that. He looked scared tonight. He looked like he was in his head. But I still give him the benefit of the doubt. Remember, he's on a superstar-studded team with two superstars, megastars, like once-in-a-generation type talent. Like, I'll take AD and LeBron right now than LeBron and D Wade. As much as I love D Wade, do you see what AD is doing? I don't think we appreciate the things that the players are doing as much as we critique the things that the players are not doing. I mean, look at what AD's doing, man. Beast. 8 blocks, guys. 8 blocks is not something you just do any given night. Not just that, but he carries the offensive load. He knocks down shots. He's all over. He's deflecting the ball. I mean, he's everywhere. We have to appreciate his talent. And LeBron, another triple-double, guys. Another triple-double. That's insane. Like, at his age, at the age of 35, this guy's making history with 21 points, 11 assists, 14 rebounds. And again, Anthony Davis, 24 effortlessly. Effortlessly 24, 11 rebounds, and 8 blocks. The man almost had a triple-double with the blocks as well, man. So we're winning. We have to be excited. It's okay to critique our players because we want improvement. Obviously, we're perfectionists. That's what fans are for. We're fans for a reason, right? But we're not here to trash players. We're not here to we can talk trades. That's fair. It's respectable. But let's not say Rondo's trash because he's a Hall of Famer, in my opinion. I mean, he's a champion. He's proven. He's done some things in the playoffs. So I would love to see what he can do in the playoffs. Same thing for Kuz. We've never seen Kyle Kuzma in the playoffs. Aren't you guys curious to see what type of player we really have? Because the playoffs are really when you define a player like Kyle Kuzma. It's the playoffs, man. Trust me. Because you can have all these players like that look great in the regular season, but come playoff time, a lot of them get shut down. It's a different ball game. You get to see the same team for 7 games, the same scouting report. They start clamping you up, and you can really see the character of a player, how he counters that, and all that. So that's where I stand, Laker Nation. That's where I stand for tonight's game. Very excited. We get to win number 29. One away from number 30, guys. We haven't seen a 30-piece, since last year, but I mean, this early in the season in a while. So we're about to hit 30, man, and we're early in January. That's truly sensational. And hats off to the Lakers, man. They're right exactly where we expected. If you guys remember my, before the season expectations video, my prediction video, I think this is right around where I had the Lakers. So, again, shout out to the Lakers. They're doing their thing, man, looking like a real championship contender defensively, especially now. We do have to win those, hard matchups like versus the Clippers, versus the Bucks. We dropped a couple. We need to win those for reals. That way we can prove to the rest of the world. But the Lakers have proven to me that they are a title contender, like a legitimate one. We're pretty much, as far as offense and defense, we're a pretty complete team. We just need to tighten up little things. Again, we go on spurts where we get dry spells, and we let teams back in the game by way of missing free throws, turnovers, and missing little chippy shots, layups. Even LeBron missed a little layup, even the great ones. So nobody's perfect, but yes, we have to continue to strive for perfection. That's the only way to continue to get better. Anyways, guys, enough about me. You guys have anything to say to me in the comment section? Anything about the Lakers? He said, I don't ever judge LeBron James in the regular season. That's fair. That's fair. Now, I do critique him when he has a horrible game because there's times when he settles too much. But as long as he's playmaking, there's nothing bad I could say. I love what he's doing. But I'm going to open up the phone lines right now, guys. Let's take some phone calls from you guys, see what you guys thought about tonight's game and trade rumors or whatever you guys want to touch on. Ask me a question. Anything goes. Go ahead, guys. The number is area code 951-281-8013. Again, area code 951-281-8013. Go ahead and call. Let's see. Okay, already blown up. Let's answer this call right here. Give me 1 second, guys. Just setting it up really quick. Oh, I missed a couple of calls. My bad, guys. Keep calling, though. Keep calling. If I miss your call the first time, chances are I'll probably get it the second or third. How you doing? You're on live with Dan. A couple of calls. My bad, guys. Keep calling, though. Keep calling. If I miss your call the first time, chances are. Hey, boss, can you turn down the TV, please? Hello? How you doing? You're on live with Dan. Hello? Hey, boss, can you turn on the TV, please? Okay, I guess that guy couldn't hear me. So if you guys have the YouTube channel on, guys, if you guys have it on, I'm not going to be able to hear you guys. So make sure you turn it down. And that way when the call comes in, everybody can hear you clearly. And, here goes. Let me answer another one. Give me 1 second, guys. The app is kind of crashing. We got a lot of phone calls coming in. Let's see. Let me answer this one right here. Hello, you're on live with Dan? How you doing, boss? Can you turn on the TV, please? What? I can't hear you. Who is it? This is Richard. Richard, how you doing, boss? You're on live with Dan, the Lakers fan. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing good, man.
Talk to me, man. Where you calling in from?
Man, like, oh shit, I was watching the live. I was like, what the fuck? This shit is not working. All right, I would say, would you in the playoffs? Would you start Dwight?
Would I start Dwight in the playoffs? Well, I think JaVale McGee's doing an exceptional job in the starting lineup. Obviously, he can't, he can't spell heavy minutes for us. But I like the rotation how Frank has it right now with Dwight coming off the bench. I mean, he's finishing games for the most part, so it really doesn't matter who, who starts it. I think it matters more who finishes.
My question is like, in the playoffs, it matters how you start as well. So if you have a slow start, I realize when you start, it doesn't matter who. I don't really care. It's just important that I think Dwight should start in the first quarter and then don't play for the next 2 quarters, and then
So
he plays the first and fourth.
So one thing I realized from last year, I see your point, but one thing I've realized since last season is JaVale's not very effective when he comes off the bench. Do you remember last year? I think he came off the bench a couple of games, and he really was a non-factor. So, the head coach's job is to make sure that he's getting the best out of every player, no matter what role he's in. So for that reason, I kind of have to disagree with you because I like what JaVale has done as a starter, kind of like a spark plug. He runs the floor exceptionally well. He's another target for, he's another target for your boy LeBron James, for lobs and all that. Now, what Dwight is doing off the bench, I'm not saying, I'm not saying he can't do that as a starter, but he's so much better exposing, bench bigs and again, he's full of energy. You saw how many times he blocked Drummond tonight, right? Because he's coming off the bench. So I want to keep Dwight with all that energy and the fresh legs and all of that, man, to make sure, that he's we're getting the best out of everybody. But that's just my opinion. Thank you for calling so much, bro. I'll take another call right now, guys. Go ahead and call in. Phone number is 951-281-8013. Here you go. Here's another call right here. Oh, just missed it. Sorry. Yeah, the app is kind of crashing, guys. I'm not sure if this is going to work out with this app. I might have to look for a different app. I'm getting you guys phone calls, but for some reason, it's not letting me answer every single time. But go ahead and keep trying, guys. I'm going to go ahead and get as many calls as I can tonight. Hello, how you doing? You're on live with Dan.
Hey, what's up, Dan? How are you doing, man?
Pretty good, boss. Pretty good. Who am I talking to?
My name is Arthur. I'm calling from North Hollywood.
North Hollywood. How you doing, boss? What do you think of the Lakers this season?
Well, I got two things for you, man. I watch your channel. I like it. First, I'm reading the comments. I think the Rondo thing needs to stop. I think the guy he shows up in playoffs. He shows up in big games. I think we should be very happy and fortunate to have him for the contract that we have him. And I'm sure a lot of teams wish they had Rondo. So I think we need to stop that whole trade the Rondo thing.
Right.
First thing I have, what are you going to say about that?
I mean, you make a great point. I mean, he's a veteran. At the end of the day, in the playoffs, you need these type of players. Because younger players, for the most part, they shrink in the playoffs. Now, you have special talent like Donovan Mitchell, who had an exceptional, rookie postseason, but those kind of players are far and few in between. So you need your role players, especially come playoff time. And I think that's when Rondo's really going to make his living. That's where he's going to earn that paycheck. But
totally. And just looking at his former career, like every time in the playoffs, the guy's shown up in Chicago. He showed up when they were in the playoffs. I just think he's been a playoff solid player, and I think we really would need him in the playoffs.
I agree with you, boss. I agree with you, and I just wish more fans had a little bit more patience. Now, I do understand that they're upset. We're Laker fans. We're one of the more emotional fan bases, and rightfully so. We're passionate, right? But we got to make sure that we're still happy that we're getting these dubs, man, and we got to appreciate the moment. I mean, 20 blocks, right? Instead of underlining.
Exactly. And if it's okay, I got one more question for you, brother.
Go for it, bro.
So I am a LeBron fan and also a Lakers fan. I was very excited when LeBron came to the Lakers.
Right.
My concern, not more concern, but it's kind of annoying when all my family Laker fans, but they were also Kobe fans and so on and so on. I
Right.
just don't understand why some people, when we have a bad game or LeBron has a bad game, people come out, even though they're a Laker fan,
Yes.
and blow it out of proportion. What we need to understand is the guy is 35 years old. And
Correct.
if it wasn't for LeBron James choosing the Los Angeles Lakers, we don't have Anthony Davis. He's not coming to the Lakers. Rondo's not in the Lakers. Dwight Howard's not in the Lakers. We're not contending for a championship.
Well, I will
I
say
think we
this.
should
I will say this.
Appreciate that.
I agree with you. We have to appreciate the greatness that LeBron James brings to the table, man. I will say this. There's some fans that, they're not very educated on the game. And another thing is, when you grow up watching Kobe Bryant, you hold every superstar that comes through here to that similar type of standard. But what we have to understand as Laker fans is that they're different players, right? LeBron is great in a different way. Doesn't have the same killer mentality that Kobe used to bring every game, the same approach, right? LeBron saves himself for the postseason more. And see, we as a Laker fan base, we're very spoiled and lucky to have had great players come through here, including LeBron, right? But I think they hold him to too much of a high standard because of Kobe, because Kobe spoiled us for so long, because he treated even the preseason games like they were the playoffs, right? And he's been amazing, man. To be honest with you, we're blessed to have LeBron, like you said. Now, I do disagree with you on this sense, and I'm gonna let you go right there, bro. But I'm gonna answer your question. I do disagree in the sense that I feel like the Lakers, one way or another, we're gonna rebuild. We're the Lakers, we're a great organization. And I understand that LeBron fans, they give major credit to LeBron for the rebuild, and he deserves it. However, let's not give him all the credit, because I'm pretty sure Magic and Rob had a backup plan, and I'm pretty sure we still would have been a great team, if not this year, the next year, or one of these years. If you look at the trends, it's always like 7-8 years between rebuild period for the Lakers, and that's extremely fast. If you look at the rest of the, franchises around the league, some never compete. Some it takes them, 15, 20 years. In the New York Knicks case, I mean, it's been over 20 years, and they still haven't competed. But thank you so much for the call, man. I agree. We do have to appreciate LeBron's greatness and Anthony Davis's greatness. But also we have to be thankful for the front office, man. They've done a sensational job of putting this team together. We're gonna take a little break from the phone calls just because gotta let the app refresh, guys. But I love it, man. You guys are bringing through some great points. I mean, I truly appreciate you guys for obviously supporting the channel, but for bringing your opinions and your questions, guys. So make sure you guys continue to write those down throughout the week. If you guys have anything you want to touch on, this is the channel for that. Now I'm gonna head over to the comment section a little bit. I want to make sure you guys don't get lonely over here. Talk to me, guys. What do you guys think of the couple callers? They raised some concerns. My man says we shouldn't be so hard on Rondo and LeBron. He deserves more credit for coming here. All in all, I agree with him. The only thing I disagree is that the Lakers would be irrelevant without LeBron. The Lakers always find a way to bring great talent. I will say that. The Lakers, they find a way. One way or another. We're blessed. We're spoiled. So all in all, you got to be excited. Who's the Clipper fan? Who said block the Clipper fan? Somebody said block the Clipper fan, but I don't see the Clipper fan, guys. Where's he at? Skip? I already blocked Skip. Skip is gone, guys. He said, we all have our own opinions. Exactly. And that's fine. That's fine. You guys are voicing your opinions. Now, I will say this. We have been extremely hard on our players this season, but that's because our expectations have risen, right? We are no longer content with making the playoffs. We now want a championship. It's championship or bust. We have 2 Hall of Famers like Anthony Davis and LeBron James and a bunch of great role players. Championship or bust, right? Those are the expectations. Now, I understand that some LeBron fans, they don't understand those type of expectations, and we should just be happy with what we have, especially based off of the past couple of years. But I will say Laker fans always have a really high standard. That's what I love about this fan base. Extremely loyal. They are, we are extremely educated, a little antsy, sometimes we could turn on our players prematurely. I do agree with that. We have to be more patient, but that's why I'm here, guys. I'm here to settle everything down, simmer down, and do what we have to do. He said, what's a Clipper? I have no idea, bro. Collison or no? I will say I want Collison. I hope it happens. I hope Darren Collison chooses, the right team, which is the only team. But, if we don't get him, there's other options out there. He said, don't trade Kuzma. I feel you on that. He said, hello from Vietnam. I still watch you from here. I'm on vacation here, but I miss your live chat. Oh, man, thank you so much. And you made the live chat, so congratulations on that. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate it. Too good for Madden? What is he saying? I'm sorry. If your comments are irrelevant, I might not read them. What is too good for Madden saying? Let me see if I can block him really quick. Give me 1 second. See, that's just the thing. It's so many comments on here, guys. It's hard. Kawhi will win at the end. I mean, that's his opinion. That's not that bad. I mean, that's his opinion. I mean, it's an ignorant opinion, but no, I'm just playing. That's his opinion, guys. He said, did you like Caruso's headband? I did. It gave him a little bit of swagger, man, and cover some of that bald spot. I like it, man. I think Caruso should just go all out and shave his head. But hey, I'm not a fashion stylist or nothing like that. So I'm nobody to say that. He said, love the calls coming, Dan. Get growing? Absolutely. They're going to come. I'm just letting the app refresh a little bit. We got blown up. Trust me, there's hundreds of calls on here coming in per every second. But I'm going to go ahead and give you guys the number out and try to answer another call. Here goes. Here goes another answer right here. How you doing, boss? You're on live with DTLF. Talk to me.
Hey, what's up, Dad? Clip City, Chip City, baby. Y'all can't beat us.
Oh,
Let's go Clippers.
Clipper fans. Hey, he's on my channel. So you're making my channel blow up by coming on here. I mean, Clip City, Chip City. What does that even mean? Somebody explain this to me, guys. Clip City, Chip City. You guys ain't never won a. Is it Chocolate Chip City? Because y'all ain't never won a championship. Last I checked. But I was expecting it, man. We're gonna have. I had to cut him off because he was just going off. But I know we're gonna have some, Clipper fans. All 10 of them might call at the same time. But I just think it's hilarious, man. I think it's hilarious that there's still Clipper fans in this city. We're the number one team in the West, number one team in the NBA, especially defensively. And I'll give you this: you still believe in that garbage team, the Clippers, even though to me it's a beach volleyball team. Just look at their logo. But at the end of the day, man, I guess even the bummiest, the franchise, the scummiest of franchises have to have fans. If not, who's going to pay the bills, right? But the number is area code 951-281-8013. Go ahead and call in, guys. It's hilarious. I just think it's funny how they call it Chip City. I mean, they never won a chip. They ain't never going to win a chip, man. Come with some facts, Call it Hope City or something. I don't know. How you doing, boss? You're on live with Dan?
Dan the Lakers fan.
What's up, bro? Talk to me.
Yes, sir. Hey, Clip City, no Chip City. Those guys, they never won anything. Are you kidding me? You know who the Clippers are? They're 2017 version of the Raptors. Remember when the Raptors got the Cavs during the regular season? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, no, I feel you. I mean, they're pretenders for sure. I don't understand how. I mean, hey, if their fans want to believe in something, so be it. They basically.
Exactly.
I don't get it. Honestly, I don't get that fan base, period. To me, they're weird in every single way.
I hear you on that.
I think a lot of them are just brand new fans.
We're all Lakers fans up here in San Jose, California, the Bay Area. But, hey, I want to throw this out. Two things real quick. If the Lakers win over 61 games, my girlfriend and I were taking you to a playoff game this season.
Oh, man. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate you, man. Thank you, brother.
We're going to go rock that.
Thank you so much.
I'd like to know everybody's, the fans, who would they trade for? So I know I haven't heard you mention any. What trade would you make if you had to make a trade?
If I had to make a trade, what trade would I make? Oh, well, let's say that the gun is pointed to my head and I have to make a trade, right? Because honestly, our team has 29 wins, so I'm not really looking for trades. I'm looking more for addition without subtraction, which is a free agent like Collison. That's preferable for me. But gun pointed to the head, I have to make a trade. I'm looking at guys like Derrick Rose. He was really impressive tonight. If we can throw in a nice little package, something that can entice them. Now, I don't want to do Kyle Kuzma for Derrick Rose. I know that's probably what they would require, right? But like I said earlier, I don't know if you joined pregame. I said I'm looking for a steal type of trade, like the one that the Phoenix Suns got from the Washington Wizards for Kelly Oubre.
Okay.
I'm looking for something like that, my friend. I'm looking for something where it's under the radar, but they're going to make an impact. What do you think of that?
That would be an absolute steal right there. I hear you on that.
Right?
So, hey, more power to you, brother.
Thank you so much for calling in. What was your name again?
Hey, we love your show up here in the Bay Area, man. We love your show out here. We're gonna be tuning in every game.
Thank you, brother. Thank you so much, man. And God bless you, man. I appreciate you being a fan and all that great stuff, man. You guys seriously make my day, man. Honestly, when you guys call in, show support, like my man right here. He said he's gonna take me to a playoff game with his girlfriend if we won. I forgot what amount of games he said, 60, I think. But I appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much. It's a thought that counts, even if that doesn't come to fruition. But I appreciate it. Again, guys, the number is 951 area code 281-8013. Again, 951-281 281-8013. So go ahead and keep calling, guys. Talk to me. I see you guys really interested in trades. Trades are always fun, but we'll see what happens. Let's see, we got the 951 calling in. How you doing, bro? You're on live with Dan? Talk to me, bro. Hello? I guess that's nobody. He said he was a Golden State fan last year, and I wouldn't say that. We have fans all over the world, guys. That's what you have to understand. Laker Nation, like Laker fans are loyal. They don't jump around. Like we have fans in Texas. We have fans in Maui. We have fans everywhere. You name it, there's fans there. So I truly appreciate it, especially when they have contending teams in that city. Like, for years when the Spurs were good, we had San Antonio fans out there as well. So how you doing, boss? You on live with Dan? Talk to me.
What's up, Dan?
What's up, bro? How you doing? What's your name?
My name is Vaughn.
Pretty good, man. Where you calling in from today?
Man, the game was lit, man. I was worried that we was about to lose. Pistons up by 5.
Right. You know what? I've kind of grown accustomed to the Lakers kind of slacking off in the second half now. Now during the first part of the season, it was the first half. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Now we starting to fall off in the third quarter now, so we have to make sure that we tighten that up. But what's on your mind, dog? Talk to me.
Man, on my mind is the dub, man. The dub is really on my mind right now.
Yeah, I mean that's number 29, right? We only got
the game out for us, man. I'm just so hyped.
80's amazing, right? I still can't believe we got LeBron and Anthony Davis. I pinch myself sometimes watching, man. That footwork, that post game is sensational, bro.
Right.
You think he's guaranteed to re-sign with the Lakers?
Man, we 30, but we almost a 30 wins away, like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, man, we almost there. I pray to God that we can.
We're gonna participate 60 wins. We're gonna participate for 60 wins for sure, though.
60 wins? I think so. I think we're gonna get up there, man. But however, if we do get like a good enough lead with that first place in the West, then I do expect Frank Vogel to rest AD and LeBron for the last couple of games. So you never know, right?
Yeah, I get Brown like a little bit aggressive once get some more wins in. But
yeah, but thank you so much for calling in, bro. I appreciate the phone call, man. Thanks for being a subscriber, and appreciate you guys, man. Now, the Lakers, in my opinion, my biggest concern with this team, like I mentioned earlier, was just spelling minutes. We have to spell minutes for LeBron and Anthony Davis. Now, how are we going to do that if our guy Kuzma is struggling and and our other bench players aren't showing up, right? How you doing? You're on live with DTLF, man. Talk to me, boss.
What's up, man?
What's up, brother?
The Clippers the best team in LA. Y'all can't touch us. Y'all boys soft.
Okay, Clipper fans, huh? Clipper fans are here today. That sounded like the same Clipper fan. Was that the same Clipper fan? Seriously. Was that the same Clipper fan that called earlier? I think he just used his dad's phone or something. Wow. Real mature, buddy. Real mature. Now, they struggled tonight to beat the New York Knicks. I think it's hilarious how they're calling in so confidently. Y'all could barely beat the Knicks. Yeah, I think they gave up over 130. And then the other night, he won where? Like the other night they lost to what team? I even forgot. I don't know. People always tweet these things to me, but the Clippers are so irrelevant. I just glance over it and just look away, man. It's fun. Look, they won the regular season championship. They won 2 games. Those are the only type of championships they ever get. So let them be happy, man. He said he can't afford his own phone. I don't know. That sounded like the exact same Clipper fan that called earlier. It's crazy, right? He said we suck and we're the number 1 team in the West. So that pretty much tells you where Clipper fans' mindset is at, right? They want to tell themselves they're better than us, even though the record and the numbers, clearly state the opposite. Screen the calls. I should screen the calls, but you know what? That's too much work. It's all right. If we get haters calling in here and there, it makes it a little bit more entertaining. I'm not even tripping on that, guys. It's all cool, man. I just think it's funny. Like the one Clipper fan in the city continues to call. I actually, matter of fact, it's kind of sad. They don't have their own little fan base, a little chat, so they got to come to this one. You know, they want to feel a part of some type of family. But y'all the Clippers, man. Y'all outcasts. They lost to the Suns. There you go. They lost to the Suns. He said, Dan, stop it and just be honest. I'm a true Laker fan. Okay, let's hear this comment, man. This comment looks interesting. He wrote me a paragraph. He said, I'm a true Laker fan since the 90s. And no, we still would be missing the playoffs this year if it wasn't for LeBron coming and helping us to get the roster in first place. Of course. Now, I'm not taking away credit for LeBron, but all I'm saying is some fans believe that LeBron's the only reason we're relevant again. That's where they're mistaken. The Lakers have never been irrelevant because if you remember, even when we were losing and struggling, we had hope. All right. The only reason we struggled was we had Jim Dummy over there running the show, and we had Mitch Kupchak, who was basically a puppet. But that don't mean that the Lakers weren't going to rise again, man. Now, I give full credit to LeBron because he was the first one, man, to join the Lake Show. So, again, I've already given him credit. I don't need to give him more credit. But, you know, I'm not really lying. I mean, all I'm saying is the Lakers are going to rise sooner or later. I was calling it years before it happened, right? Give AD credit, not only LeBron. Yes, Anthony Davis as well. I mean, we've been gassing these superstars rightfully so because they're special talents. Indo 420, thank you, brother. I appreciate it. He said, can you make a Clipper diss track? I already did earlier in the season, and honestly, I don't want to waste my time with the Clippers anymore. But tracks are coming out, man. I got a new one called 2020 coming out real soon, man. I'm excited for that one, so stay tuned for that. You know, the Clippers don't deserve anything. They don't deserve the spotlight, and I feel like that's the only way that they are relevant is by talking trash about us, you know, but it's not. They're not that interesting. I lost full interest in anything that has to do with the Clippers, you know. He said, Dan, no team is going to do any trades with the Lakers. He said, this team we're going with unless we sign a free agent. You think so? I mean, nah, man. Nah, some team will pull the trigger. We just have to explore every single avenue. Now, I do understand that for us, trades are a little bit harder to pull off because there's so many hating organizations out there. I mean, when your franchise destroys another franchise for so long, right? They're obviously going to be mad for a long time. So, you know, that's just the way it goes, man. But I'll take one more call, guys, and then we're going to write it off with the comment section at the very end of the day. Again, for the last time, the phone number is area code 951-281-8013. And here it is. Man, you guys are quick. How you doing, man? You're on live with DTLF. Talk to me, boss.
Hey, what's up, Dan? This is Jose from Riverside.
Jose from Riverside. What's up, brother? We're neighbors. How you doing, man?
Hey, man, just wanted to know, what are we doing with Quinn Cook, Jared Dudley? Man, we're not playing any of these guys.
Right. Quinn Cook and Jared Dudley. Well, I mean, Jared Dudley is he's not going to see too many minutes unless there's injuries because he's a little flat-footed. I don't know if you remember earlier in the games this season, you know, when he was guarding players, most of them beat him off the dribble quickly. Now, he is a good at taking charges and you know, some off-ball defense here and there, and he definitely can knock down a shot. But I really don't expect him to get major minutes for the same reason that he kind of gets caught flat-footed and beat off the dribble quite easily, especially in today's NBA where even forwards are super athletic, right? But as far as Quinn Cook,
Yes.
Quinn Cook has been a question mark to me this season. I expected a lot more from him. Now he hasn't developed the type of game I thought he was gonna do with the Lakers, right? Like last season, he was great with the Golden State Warriors. Partly that could be, you know, due to the fact that he was playing in a quicker running gun type system where everybody gets their shots up, right? Sometimes we get fooled by those like
Right.
Mike D'Antoni, Steve Kerr type systems. But I mean, Quinn Cook has truly disappointed me this season in the limited minutes he's gotten. I'm pretty sure Frank Vogel feels the same way because otherwise he'd be getting minutes, right?
Yeah, same with Troy Daniels, man. They're not doing anything.
Well, Troy Daniels, throughout the history of his career, he really doesn't get major minutes anywhere. And before he came here, I was like, I wonder why he doesn't get a lot of minutes. He looks like a knockdown shooter, but defensively, he's very inefficient, and Frank Vogel's all about defense. So, you know, Troy Daniels, I don't know. I don't expect him to get many minutes either. And if that's the case, to your point, I think maybe we should make a trade with those players, right? Maybe they should get
3 players we can maybe trade out for a solid, you know, wing or something.
I agree. Now, our guard depth is extremely good. Like we have Avery Bradley, we have KCP, we have Caruso, and then obviously Rondo, which people dislike, but he's also part of the heavy guard rotation. That could be another reason why these guys aren't playing. But all in all, I'm very happy with Frank Vogel's rotations. But thank you so much for giving me that call, bro. I appreciate the question, man. And from Riverside, huh? But I just think, I'm not too concerned about rotations right now. Frank Vogel, we're 29-7 for a reason, right? I think he's done a good job. Sometimes it's questionable when he goes small versus bigger rosters out there. It's a little questionable here and there. But all in all, Frank has done a great job. I want to see certain players contribute a little bit more, but my preference would be to call up those two guys, Zach Norvell and Talon Horton-Tucker, who, if you guys haven't been paying close attention to what this guy has done in the G League, go ahead and check him out, man. He looks explosive. He looks very good. Like the way his defensive stance reminds me so much of Metal World Peace. I think he's going to be a special player for years to come. I hope we hold on to him and we don't just throw him away like we did Svi, like we did Zubats, and all these unfinished projects. Hopefully we stick with this one because I really like what THT is doing. Anyways, guys, before I get off, I'm going to head over to the comment section. What do you guys think of the calls tonight? What do you guys think of the game? Any trades, anything you guys want to let me know? Go ahead before I get off. He said, Dan, why do you think the Lakers are fielding calls for Kuz? Are they unhappy with him because of his trainer? That's an intriguing question, and that would be an extremely petty reason for them to be unhappy with him. I don't think that's the case. I don't think that it's because of that. But if they're fielding calls for him, maybe they're just doing their due diligence. Maybe they just want to make sure that they don't reject a great offer before it even comes through, right? But from what I'm hearing, they do value Kyle Kuzma as a part of this future, and I don't think he's going anywhere, at least not anytime soon. So hopefully he gets his offensive game together consistently. Defensively, he has improved somewhat, so I am happy to see that. But we can't have 4 points from him one night and then 20 the next. We need him to be a little bit more consistent. Give me anywhere between 10 and 20 every night, and I'll be very happy with you off the bench. That's all you can expect, right? But all in all, guys, great questions tonight, man. I think it's a great what you guys think of the calls tonight? I think it was a great little segue. You guys pretty much took me off the regular topics I would talk about, so that's interesting even to me. I love talking to you guys, so thank you so much for the phone calls. Like I said, I might dedicate one day fully to phone calls just to talk trade rumors. Maybe when something breaks through, if there's ever breaking news, you guys know you heard it here first. I'll probably take a lot of calls then. But for now, let's head over to the comment section. He said, waive Cook and sign Collison or Jamal Crawford. That's an option for sure. Dan, if playoff Rondo doesn't show up too late to make any move, so Rob should add another playmaker. We're going to I think his value is really going to come in the postseason, but hopefully I'm right, not wrong. If I'm wrong, then, oh my goodness, that means that's it for Rondo's career. If he's done, if that's all of it, then, his prime went quick. He's still in his 30s. He's never been above the rim type of point guard. So I think his prime is not gone yet. He said, leave a like for my bro, DTLF. Hey, thank you, Lonnie. I appreciate you, brother. Doing the best I can, man. He said, THT needs pro minutes. I think so too, man. But Frank Vogel doesn't seem to be a rookie's coach thus far because Zach Norvell killed it, and I expected him to get minutes right off the bat, and he didn't. So we got to stay patient, but let's see what happens with THT. He said, even Clipper fans are DTLF fans. Low-key, huh? They weren't that disrespectful, to be honest with you. So, that's credit to them for that. They could call in and give a little opinion. It's a sad little opinion, but, hey, it's still an opinion, right? Dan, I think you should shorten the calls so you can talk to more people. That's a great aid. I'm learning, man. I'm learning as I go. So thanks for the input. Thanks for the feedback. I am actually kind of shortening up the calls. I'm hanging up a little before they can say goodbye and all that, just simply for the same reason you just mentioned, but maybe I should do a little bit shorter. Good advice. He said, Endo420, thank you, bro. He said, everyone like this vid. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. Dan, the Clippers lose to the Grizzlies. They gave up 140. That's not my team. That couldn't be my team. My team can't give up 140. I'll be extremely mad if my team gives up 140. And I expect this team to continue doing what they do. And tonight we kept another team under 100. So shout out to the Lakers, man. Best defensive team and up and coming best team in the league. He said, shout out from Japan. Thanks, James. Thank you so much, man. We got Japan in the house. That's tight. That's so tight. Lakers should bring back Robert Sacre. Bring him back as the water guy, man. We could sure as heck use his energy on the sidelines. I love that dude, man. He said, I don't think the calls were that long, in my opinion. Like I said, man, it's not going to be perfect. You know, some people are going to agree to something. Some people are going to disagree, but I'm doing the best I can. Thank you guys for bearing with me, man. This is all relatively new to me. Barely the second time, so it's only going to get better as we go. He said 99%, I know AD will re-sign for that max contract, huh? I think so, too. I mean, where else would Anthony Davis go, right? Where else is he going to go? I don't expect him to leave anywhere. Why leave La La Land? It's the best place on earth, man, especially for a pro basketball team like the Lakers. You ain't here, you live in a dream. I can't imagine anywhere else in the NBA where you would rather go. The only other cool city is New York, but that franchise is not great. You know, obviously they're not going to be good in a long time because of their ownership. But again, thank you guys so much, man, for making this video so interesting. Thank you to all the callers, all the people who donated, all the comments on here, man. I truly appreciate you guys. Again, we're getting better together as we go. We got another game coming up on Tuesday, so I look forward to speaking to more of you guys. If I missed your call, I apologize. Trust me, man, it's hard to pick up when there's like 100 calls coming in at the same time. But thank you guys again. And don't forget to smash that like button. Subscribe if you already haven't, and join the Laker family, man. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Have a great night.